The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Tampa. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Ready? Blue lady.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Winston gives to Barber. Finding room at the 30. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. First down, they go with Barber again. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be second and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
No, check that.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Bang, 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 bang. Check.
They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and a step.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them, and we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down. But not before they work it across midfield.
A 28-yard gain. First down.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath, maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Balaj. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, baby.
Now Rosen looking to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. Well, as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, just 3 weeks left. Let's look at the slate for Week 15. Some of the more intriguing games. Houston and Tennessee, that's a big one in the AFC South. Rams going to Dallas. Buffalo at Pittsburgh, that's a Sunday night game. And then Charles Davis, he'll be taking his park into the frozen tundra. You've got Chicago at Green Bay this week.
Certainly do, and I'll take a heck of a lot more than just my parka. I will look like Bib the Michelin Man when it's all said and done. I will be bundled to the gills. A high of 27 expected at kickoff. But let's face it, how much fun will that be? Another historic Bears-Packers game, and a game where the Bears have to have it, and the Packers trying to hold on to the number 2 seed. Houston at Tennessee, so intriguing. Houston just got jumped on by Denver, but these teams will meet twice in the last 3 weeks. A division title may be at stake. The Rams have to win. Dallas can actually afford a loss and still win their division, which sounds crazy. And Buffalo needs a big victory in order to make that New England game possibly mean a division crown. That's going to be fun when they go to Pittsburgh.
That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Marty, blue lady. 55. Hey, eat. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Let's go.
Barber on 1st and 10. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
25. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Let's go.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the 1st down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Ready? 280. Go. Go. Back. Wait.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Winston.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
It's our time.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go again. Out. Kill.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews, so I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
But, writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half, maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You don't want none of that. Easy. Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 50. Let's convert. Get him. Check 55.
They go play action. Winston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
They're going to try for it on 4th. Winston stays out there.
I got you. Wide. Follow.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete.
Bullshit, intercept the damn ball.
Takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
That was a pick six.
The Dolphins
Cheating ass AI fucking takes everything from me.
Their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage.
Yeah, you'll get the interception.
But instead, he shifted the coverage
when you ain't even in position to jump up for it. But it's right to me in my hands, and it don't even give me fucking bullshit, cheating ass shit.
Chatty, Black 22. 52's the mic. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 37. Check 37. Hey, 5-0, 5-0, 5-0. Let him go.
Following the interception, Winston. He finds his target. It's Evans. And they'll get this down to the 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Winston now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down.
Check 4, check 4. Check, 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 check.
Now Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Double time. Even. 4 down. Even. Check, 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 check. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Toward the pylon, caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. As the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken at his 4. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game.
Bullshit.
Typically those scripts
cheating ass shit. That was a fucking touchdown. Overthrows it, throws it in the middle of the fucking field.
Not very deep into their script.
Fucking bullshit, man.
I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Jam.
And now it's Rosen looking. And for the 3rd time,
inaccurate again. I didn't even throw it over there.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
Fucking bullshit.
Brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 26, guys.
To throw is Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White, the blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rosen. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Rosen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check 45 to Mike. Hey, alert.
Throwing again, it's Rosen. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Rosen to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Rosen to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script. From 4th down to 1st. Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. On 2nd and 10, Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Carlton Davis picks it. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
A first down throw for Winston. And this is caught by Evans. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here we go.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
It certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to, when you want to. That play calling's work.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
Under 10, 10.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
In your face.
Rosen will throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rosen, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing, so they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Rosen. That's to his running back, complete. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Ballage, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So it was 4th down. They complete the short pass, and then boom, off to the races all the way to pay dirt.
And so many times in short yardage situations or on downs like this on 4th down, the defense gets a little more aggressive. So if you're able to pop it, right, complete a pass like that, it can break big afterwards, and that's exactly what we saw there. Short pass, long run.
Here's Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now we always talk about...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist, twist. Quarter. Crunch.
After the interception, here's Rosen. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Ready? Flag. What is that? Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
From just shy of midfield, Winston. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Jameis to throw it. Open man has got one. It's complete. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Joker, 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 joker. Easy, 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 easy. Hey, let's go right here. Hey, Mike, 50, let's go.
Back to the running game with Barber. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, black 25. 52's the mic. Come off the ball, hold on.
Now Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Hey, check 24, check 24. Check 20. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barber, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Dolphins 14.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch twist. Watch.
Now Rosen looking to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today. Watch twist. Check 43. Hey, alert. Hey, watch the ship.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunning.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Alert 3.
One final shot here for Rosen. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And to be frank, Charles, probably not too many people surprised at how this one turned out.
Yeah, I don't think so at all. I mean, they're such a good football team. They were at home. You know, you walked in and you looked at the advantages and you saw that they had most of them. It'd take a lot to try and even it up. I just thought 2 words for this ball game: methodical and predictable. And both of them came together.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.